Hey guys, Kyle here with Howie's Lawn Care. We're going to do a 2024 shop tour here. If you guys saw last year's shop tour, it's a bit different. Trucks are different for some parts of it. I don't actually have our mowing rig here. It's down at another place sitting until tomorrow morning when my guy Josh picks it up and brings it here to load up the mowers for mowing. But we do have the landscaping truck here. Now everything's paid off, guys. I want to let you guys know that everything I own for the business is 100% paid off. I highly recommend going debt-free, guys. It's definitely the way to go. If you can, I would try, but if you can't, I also understand, you know, sometimes we're not all in the same position to be able to do like a debt-free system. But that's what's worked out for me, and that's what I plan on staying with. We've got the landscaping truck right here. It's a 99 GMC 2500. It's a little rough. It's pretty rusty, but you know, it gets the job done. It's only got 100,000 miles, so it's kind of a shame that it has rust on it. Its rockers are all completely gone pretty much on the driver's side at least. But let's go ahead and get in the shop here. Actually, Moritz 7x14 dump trailer works great. Highly recommend them. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into this shop tour here. We'll start off with the mowers. So first off here, we've got our 2018 Skag V-Ride 2 52-inch deck. It's got a 23 horsepower motor on it. Works great, no complaints. Guys really like the V-Rides. I really like them as well. We're looking at probably trading in our sit downs that you'll see in a second for just V-Rides, because they're a lot nicer, at least for me and my guys. We kind of just prefer these over the sit downs. Now this wasn't in last year's shop tour video, but this is a 32-inch V-Ride 2 with a Kawasaki 16.5. Shout out to Skag, they make a great mower. Can't complain. Really love this mower. It stripes amazing. It stripes better than one of our sit downs over here that I'm going to show you here in a sec. This is our Skag Cheetah, big old mower, 61-inch deck. This is a great mower. We were actually lucky to have it by today of this recording, because today we went out and did our first day of mowing, and I was having problems with the oil. Somehow oil or gas was getting into the oil, and I took it to a small engine guy, and he pretty much just told me he's just gonna run. He didn't know that what was going on. It's a 29 horse Kohler Command Pro with the EFI. Not a big fan of the EFI. Would rather just go with the old carbureted system. I know how to work on carburetors and small engines, but when it came to that and fuel being in the oil, I was just like, I don't even want to deal with it, because I think I'm probably going to mess something up. But all he did was run some new oil through it. We had just changed the oil, and it still smelled like gas. And then I sent it to him. He put regular 30 weight oil in it and put seafoam in it, and it's cleared it up. It doesn't smell like gas, and it was also turning like that milky brown color, which was weird because it's not a water cooled engine. If you guys know, if you get water or like a coolant into your oil, it'll probably turn it milky, chocolate milky color, and that's not good. You don't want that. So great mower. Actually, the guys, you know, you can't start the season off without something bad happening. The guy, wasn't bad. It's not a big deal. We were able to get it fixed and get it back out to him within probably a half hour. But the main deck belt for this mower that connects up to the clutch, the belt blew out, and I had to go and get that replaced real quick. Luckily, the place I went had it, my local Ag Pro, and kind of saved us. So that was great. Here we are. This is the Tiger Cat 2. This is just a backup mower. This is actually my first ever commercial sit-down zero-turn. I bought this thing back in 2020 when I first started at the end of the season, or 2021. Great purchase at the time. Doesn't stripe nearly as well as the other mowers. All these mowers right here are our main mowers. We run these every day. And then this is just a backup, which we needed it today, so it was a good thing we had a backup. Let's go to our aerator over here. We have a Toro aerator, stand-on aerator. It's the 30-inch Tine aerator. We got this on a great deal last year. I paid about $5,500 and I only had 200 hours. Now it looked brand new when I first got it, of course, but you know, it's a little dirty right now. So, but it was a great purchase. I'm so glad I got this thing. It's so much better than having to use our 18-inch Klassen walk behind. This thing, I've had fun with this thing for sure. If anyone's ever used a walk behind aerator, you know how much fun it is to run one of these. So let's go over here. We've got the Skag 30-inch push mower. This is actually new to the channel. I haven't actually showed this yet. We're going to try these out. Not too sure how this is going to go. We still have our 30-inch Toro Time Master. I'm going to let the guys decide because I'm not out on the mowing crew at all, really. I've got 2 guys running that for me 4 days a week, so that's great. I'm just pretty much landscaping this year with me and a part-time guy that's still in high school, so it's going to suck for a while until he actually gets out of high school for the summer because I'll be solo pretty much. We've got two big jobs coming up in April for a 20-yard job and a 15-yard job. So the other jobs will probably take at max probably a day or 2, but these 2 are probably going to take 3 days apiece, just because cleaning up and trimming stuff up, bushes, you know, all that sorts of thing, edging. So yeah, but like I said, we're gonna let the guys try this out, and if they like it, I like it. It's definitely a beefy unit, and I can see why they wouldn't want to use it, but I'm gonna let them decide. We've got the backup. If they decide they don't like it, then it's only got 4.7 hours on it, so we'll just pretty much sell it back off, and we'll be able to get our money out of it for what I paid in it, because it's still pretty new. But this is actually, I built this to be set up this way to where we can fold the handlebars up, because our trailer, when we got all these, the Cheetah, the 32-inch V-Ride and the 52-inch V-Ride on, it can get kind of tight, so we definitely could not leave the mower on the trailer like how it would normally be set up. So I just went ahead and removed the 2 bolts that held in these control arms here, whatever you want to call it, and I just replaced them with D-clips, D-rings, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, D-clips, I don't know what you call them, trailer hitch pins, whatever you want to call it. So when we actually need to use this mower, just pull these out, pull the thing down, put them in, and it's pretty solid. There's not much play at all when actually mowing with it. Let's look at some stuff over here. This is just a propane tank I use for personal stuff. Little cedar here. This is a great little cedar. Got it for a good deal. It's like 20 bucks at an auction, so had to pick it up. We got our surface cleaner back there. Don't really do too much power washing these days. It's not really something we did a lot of. Definitely made its money for it though, but definitely not really looking into keeping power washing unless we are really slow. That's the only way I'd probably go out and power wash. We've got some pitch hoppers here. These are for our Christmas lights. I use these. They're great. So this is a little hopper here that we were using for our 52-inch V-Ride. If you guys saw in an earlier video, I made this into like a little mulch mate system or a mega attachment system for the 52-inch V-Ride. I just welded up a bracket and put U-bolts that would connect it to the arms of the mowers of the front here. You can see where it's worn. We would just kind of use some U-bolts, held it on, and that's what we use for mulching on the bigger jobs. So we just load it up and then take it on out. But we actually don't need that anymore because I have purchased a I can't remember the year, but it's a Rural King RK19. It's a subcompact tractor. Highly recommend you guys getting a subcompact tractor. It's definitely made its money for us. We put 32 hours on it on a 70-yard mulch job that we just did a week ago, and that's 30 hours of not having to shovel mulch into a wheelbarrow. That was 3 guys, took us 5 days to mulch. We had 2 guys for 2 of the 5 days, so you know, we're still able to push out about 18 yards a day with 3 guys, me on the tractor and then 2 guys spreading. So not too bad in my opinion. Right here we've got 2 BR600s, great little blowers. Would recommend them over the BR700 just because price wise and comparison wise, they're definitely not that much difference. This one I think is a little bit bigger in horsepower, but I think they blow. I can't remember what the difference was, or the size difference between this and these were, but I know that they're pretty close. So if you are looking at either one, I would just go ahead and save the 50 bucks and just go ahead and get a BR600 because they're going to do the same job. Here we go. We got a little tool station here. We got all my tools, everything here. Battery charger for the dump trailer. Over here we just got some miscellaneous stuff, our chainsaw, bagger for the Skag. Let's go over here. We got our Stihl HS56 hedge trimmer. It's usually up on the wall, but the mower is actually too far back and it won't sit up there, so it's just sitting right there for right now. Over here we've got our two trimmers. That's a Stihl FS91R. That's a great trimmer, really just eats it up. Highly recommend. And the FS94R, it's great. It's a little bit lighter, takes just a hair longer to get through some thicker stuff, but it works just as good, and it's a little bit lighter. We've got our Stihl SG20. Don't use it too much, but it's definitely a great pump up sprayer. Like I said, here's our Toro Time Master 30-inch cut. Great little mower, but these things are definitely not made for doing commercial or multiple residential lawns a week. That thing's really been worn out, but it's been a great mower. I can't complain. And like I said, if the guys don't end up liking that, I'll put them back on that for a week or two till I can sell that bad boy and probably just get another $600 to $900 one, used one, and go that way. Over here, this is actually just a whiteboard that we use to put just changed oils. I got the team names on there just so you know everyone knows who's working for us, even though there's three employees. But here we are. We got a this is just a tool wall pretty much for the landscaping crew that we run. Just some spare tools if we ever need them. Shovels. I actually probably should put this Stihl shovel in there because there's been times where it would have been nice if my part-time guy was able to use it instead of using a different kind of shovel like this, little D-handled shovel. Now the Stihl handled shovels are obviously for, you know, really prying on stuff and pulling stuff out, but we do have regular fiberglass little Home Depot shovels that we use just for planting because they're a little bit lighter, or just really just moving any dirt, because they're lighter and they'll, you know, a little bit less wear on the old body. Here's a Makita 18-volt hedge trimmer. Definitely recommend, guys. It's a great little trimmer. If you have Makita tools, I would get the 18-volt option. It's a little pole trimmer. You know, this thing, you just pull that down and then the head here swings out, you know, and it oscillates. It's deciding, or depending on what angle you want to use. We got the Makita blower. It doesn't really last that long for battery wise. It does a good job blowing, but it just doesn't last. So not a fan of that one. Oh, almost forgot. We've got actually over here a couple more shovels, our 3-point hitch for the tractor. And then lastly here we've got our Stihl FS 131R with the edger on it. We do a bunch of edging for almost all of our customers, so that's a must. So definitely need that, and it's a great little trimmer. Highly recommend. And then we've got just a backup. This is a Husqvarna. This is the second one I ever bought. I had a little $25 Husqvarna that I bought, and it was a great trimmer, and family members came over, had the weed whackers on the trailer, locked in the racks of course, and someone decided to pull off the air filter cover and not tell me where it was. So I have no clue where that is. It's sitting over there in the other side of the barn. But that was a great trimmer. But definitely like Husqvarna, but I don't like how these two components right here, the handle and the trigger area, it's just super loose. As you can see, I can just move that around and it feels cheap. I don't like it when I don't like things that feel cheap, especially when we use them a lot. So with that being said, you know, the Stihls, they feel great. They're definitely well built and well put together, and the materials of the handles are just, it's just better quality materials in my opinion. But like I said, the Husqvarna runs great, and I'll probably use it for the landscaping when we're edging and stuff like that, to clean up the grass around those edges that we put in. But yeah, guys, and then let's just save the best for last year. We've got our mixed gas tank, and then our Sure can here, 5 gallon. That's just a regular gas tank for the push mowers when we need it. But I gotta actually go get 2.5 gallon tanks for mixed and regular for when I'm out using the blower or the trimmer over there, or the bed edger. We have a gas powered bed edger as well. Let's go show you that real quick. Great tool. I highly recommend, but I highly recommend you always ask your customer where everything is in the yard, like electrical wise or internet, because we have definitely ran over some internet cable before and it's tore it out, but the customer didn't tell us, and he didn't know where it was, to be fair. But great little edger, and then just a little snowblower. So all right, guys, that's it. That's the shop, that's the setup. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, debt free, been able to acquire all this over about going into our 4th season, so not too bad, I'd say. But yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys use Skags. I'm not a Skag ambassador. I'll consider myself a Skag ambassador, but I'm not getting paid. But I really love their mowers. They're just great mowers. I mean, they're well built, well put together. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's been it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you're out making that money. See ya.